Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Morning. So, good morning. This is the spiritual show where you get to come. We only talk about good feeling stuff, how you can personally feel better, how you can personally make that next step forward, help you feel happy now, help you take your next step in life, and enjoy the plan you build to the journey that you want to get to. For those of you who are new to me, hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel, I'm a medium, and I'm a law of attraction expert. So I love helping you manifest anything and everything that your heart desires. These shows, I do them every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I always start the show with a general kind of either message or either channel something from spirit, pull a tarot spread, or I share one of the latest psychology happiness books I've been reading. So I start with the general so that if you can't join live, you could at least come back and hear a message for you. After I'm live, for those of you who can attend, I go into free little mini reads, focus on you, whatever you want help and guidance on, I help for 30 minutes. And then after that, if you guys want the show to continue past 30 minutes, or if you 100% want to guarantee that your question gets answered, that's when I do ask for super chat donations in the encouraged amount of $20. So hi Antoinette. Hey, just because you made it. I'm having a great week. My week is so great. Here, let me share this photo with you guys really quick. And then we'll get to the general message. So I went on my morning walk like I normally do. I saw a deer, a hawk, and a turtle. And I was able to get a photo of the turtle. So let me share that with you guys really quick. Because it reminded me that is one reason why I really love living in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Like I live in the downtown part of Chattanooga, and here's a closer up of the turtle. And I saw a turtle on my morning walk. So you too, does that mean you live in a small city? All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get the general message from Spirit. So it's not so much about letting go anymore. We know we've been talking a lot about that. There is a little bit of acknowledgement that chapter of my life is over. I finished that book, it's on the shelf. Since I'm no longer a people pleaser, that chapter is over. I'm now. And some of you will be at a stage where I'm now good at rendezvousing with people who the way I like to give is the way they like to receive. You have to start building the new. So if you used to be a people pleaser, then it's not, I want to recharge. I want people who give back, because then we'll just flip flop it so that you're the one receiving, they're the one giving, and it's not mutual. It's I'm ready to learn how to vibrate in a way that I start attracting in relationships that feel mutually beneficial, replenishing, energizing, thriving, win-win. And that's what we mean by win-win. The way I like to give is the way they like to receive. Kelly made some cashew flour muffins. Not everyone likes, Kelly calls it hippy dippy cooking, but that's how Kelly likes to cook. She likes to get the most natural way to do it. The person she dropped them off to today was, wow, thanks for bringing these. And Kelly went, oh, good. Because like, that's what I like to do. Someone receiving it and whoa, this is great, made Kelly then feel good. Kelly liked making it. Kelly liked that she had someone to drop them off to. The person was like, wow, this is great. What a treat. That's the kind of relationships you'd want to move towards. I'm no longer working for pennies on the dollar. I'm now vibrating in a way where I feel my worth financially. And since I don't know what it feels like, I know my inner being knows how to guide me there, though. So from there, it's just, can you be okay? Kelly calls it a wobble. It's like you've been walking on concrete for a while, and then you got to walk on sand at a beach. It takes you like 10 steps to get used to walking the new way, and then you're good to go. Some of you will be say, well, in my relationship, we'll be kissing, we'll be going on a vacation to Barbados, we'll be going to Costa Rica, we'll be cooking this Korean barbecue food. He'll love massaging me, and he'll love that I love it because he loves giving it. Specific, but then some of you are at okay, that chapter's done. Sink into the peace. Sink into the peace. Because peace is contentment, vibe number 7, which is an alignment, and be okay with My inner being will soon start showing me visions of things to manifest again. For those of you who are panicking because you don't know what you want to create yet, but you know you're bored, enjoy your peace, enjoy your morning walks, enjoy the people you have muffins to drop off to. Antoinette, that was very much for you. Enjoy the people that you have food to share with. I love that I have someone to share this with and someone who receives it. And now I know I want people where it feels this way, this way, this way. And inner being, start showing me more of the vision of the type of relationship that I want. Start showing me how to be a better wife. So it's manifest those emotional states, guys. Be at peace, manifest the vision, and manifest the emotional states. And with that, we'll go into personal reads. You had a dream with the turtle. Oh, Mr. Turtle. Yeah, turtle was cool. Let me give you the spiritual meaning of turtle really quick if you had a dream with him. One of my friends is like an expert at that. Turtle says, take your time and pace yourself, so no need to rush. Bruce the Turtle. Let's name him Bruce the Turtle. Let's see if I see him tomorrow. Good morning, Autumn. I'm so glad you made it. Pink Lady made it. Message from my guides and angels. Please help me. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. You're new. Welcome to the show. I do this every weekday, high vibe mornings. 30 minutes. I channel a general, and then I go into mini reads. I do enjoy sharing my food, LOL, just because saying thanks. Okay, so if you want a mini read, although I gotta tell you, Autumn's name is really glowing. So let's just go ahead and start with Autumn. I always let Spirit guide it, guys, who they pick, who gets to go first and all of that. And do know, so I'm going to type your question in. And it could be a brand new question or it could be a comment clarifying on the general. I let Spirit pick. This is synchronistic. So that means whoever I'm answering for, it's going to help you too. So just relax all the muscles, relax your mind, and be in a place of, what do I need to hear from this? How is this person's question being answered benefiting me? Because sometimes the people who go before you, it like loosens up your energy, gets you from like wound up emotionally to like loosen so that when it's your turn, you like hear it. What if I don't have a question? Well, what's an area of your life that you just want to be going better? Or I can do a general. I just want to know what I need to hear. So actually, we're going to turn that into a question because your name was definitely glowing and lighting up. What if I don't have a question? So for those of you who are, what if I don't know what I want? What if I don't know what I'm clear on? Or what if I just don't know what to manifest next? What if I just don't know I don't know where to put my focus? I don't even know what to ask Spirit, but I know I want probably more love, probably more money, probably more creativity. What if I don't know what to ask? This is going to help, guys. Oh, Autumn, this is very interesting. You have a fear that you haven't been identifying, and you have so hold on, before I get into this read, I want to share like a quick little story because we'll help it make sense way more. I one time had family during the pandemic say, a pandemic hit, you're the first line item off of people's budget. They're not going to want to spend money on you. And it like hit me hard. And the thought that got planted in my head was, what if they're right? And so for a while, my business was, and once I realized, what if they're right? I was like, oh, that's what I'm attracting. It's not like I'm attracting no clients. I'm like, universe, give me no clients. But it was, what if they're right? Okay, so Autumn, like you have a similar thought to that, believe it or not. And it's what if it all goes away? So there's a little part of you that wherever you're at in life, you've hit something that you like the life that you've created so far. I definitely feel there's more that you want for sure. And whatever it is that you want more of, I don't think it's love. I think it's money, to be honest, based on this read. It's like money and success. And it looks like you want like so much money that you have an abundance that you can like give to people. And it looks like you want so much money that could be hey, I get it. Like you need a break. You families went through a lot. Do you take 3 months off? I've got your rent and your bills for 3 months. Like it looks like you want that kind of level of abundance. But what's going on right now is that you've hit a good enough spot that you're like, wait, this is really good. I'm going to have to work extra hard to get to the level of abundance that I want. So just be aware that that thought's there. When in reality, it's not extra work. Yes, you have to become the new person, guys, but you're going to become the new person that the default state of being is normal and natural to have that good thing in. Right? There are those people who hustle and grinded, but that was previous generations. That wasn't ours. Now it's more about, can you identify the new thoughts? Can you identify the new vibrational, emotional feeling within you? And sometimes you have to become the new person. For a while, for 4 years, I was kicking my feet in the river all day, every day, volunteering on farms. I didn't look at a clock for 4 years. Yes, I had to become a new person to be able to do this show every day. And I'm almost at the point where I'm showing up at 11 a.m. sharp every day, at least within a couple minutes. I'd like to, have be sitting down 15 minutes beforehand each show time. So it is a new me that's having to show up, and it is new work. But you see how it's just a new way of being that I'll like? Like, I like being productive. I like getting things done. I like a sense of accomplishment. So it's recognizing, Autumn, that yes, you're going to have to become a new person, which is very likely more organized, right? Because if you want to run a bigger business, if you want to run like multiple streams of income, it's really just more, I'm getting more organized, and I'm learning how to delegate, universe. Show me how to delegate better. Oh, and the spirit guides are coming in saying whoever you've been delegating to before, they haven't been as helpful as you thought. They were more of a, what do you want me to get done? I'll get it done type of person. And they were willing to like panic with you, but they weren't someone who would think ahead. They weren't someone who would literally, I've got this, I'll do it. You always had to, here's what I need you to do. But it's not someone who took ownership over the task. So you were trying to delegate. Now is your next level of it. Um, okay, so you just have the fear of like, what if it all goes away? And it's because you are entering into like a new state of being. It kind of looks like you're outgrowing like generational karma. You're outgrowing the life you're born into, like what your parents had. So you have to know that when you're embarking on that, guys, you're embarking on something that your parents never had, whether it's more money or you make a little more money and you're allowing in a more harmonious love life. You didn't have that as a pre-built-in image that you saw as a kid growing up. So it means you don't have a default expectation of it. You don't have a built-in, this is normal. So it's knowing that every step you're going to take from here forward, Autumn, is going to have just a tad bit of insecurity in it. Um, And I want to like share that that's okay. So I moved away from the state my family lived in. I never thought I would live in Tennessee for forever. I was like, oh, it's just a 3 month, 6 month journey. 9 years later, and half my friend circles moved. I've hit this wall of like, oh, wait, half my friend circles moved. Do I want to move back to Colorado where I have a lot of family, but it's been 9 years? I'm going to have to reestablish all of those relationships. Or do I want to stay here and build new friendships here? So do you see how either choice I have is going to have insecurity within it? And this is step 6 law of attraction, guys. Step 5 and step 6 law of attraction, which I break this all down in my law of attraction course. The link is in the description. If you want to buy the course, do it yourself at home, or if you want to get the course and hop on a live call with me, there's an option for the mastermind version or do it yourself version. Either way, it's going to have insecurity, right? And it's embracing like, okay, I'm making these new friends, or they've invited me over for dinner parties. I've made some food sometime. And it's, oh, okay, your son-in-law's coming into town next week. Ooh, dinner party. I'm invited. There's insecurity in me even going to that dinner party. But there's also that excitement and that eagerness for, okay, so if I want to stay here, I am making the new friends. So what I'm trying to convey there is that when you outgrow your family, there is insecurity. And can you embrace it and go, that's okay that this insecurity is here because I'm doing something new. And until it becomes a default normal for me, that's going to be there. It's step 6 law of attraction is to embrace. Every step I take, every manifestation I take, there's going to be the good vibes and the low vibes. So low vibes, I love you. Thank you for being there. And let's still move forward. Universe, show me how to accept this with ease. Okay. So you don't want to fight and struggle for the success of the new person. You definitely want more partnership. Let me also, here it is. Yeah, however you move forward, you want more partnerships. Because what you ultimately want is deeper. All this money that you want is you want more brain space, more creativity to have deeper, closer relationships that feel more loving, that feel more like every relationship in your life is like a breath of relief and like a hug. All right, Adam, if you have any questions or comments on that one, hit me with those questions or comments. I'm happy to come back and clarify and answer a little more. Everyone else, if there's anything that you want to question or comment on her read, since this is synchronistic, feel free to do that as well. But also feel free to type in your question and we can move on to the next person. But Autumn, I will come back if you type in a little bit more. Oh, and just because, do you see how that reading helped you? I'm single and I'm taking a long break from dating. I was hoping to meet someone offline and I have not met anyone. So do you see how that like step 6, I feel insecure about meeting people. I haven't done it in such a long time. So I completely understand my insecurity, my unsureness, my worry, my doubt. And universe, can you still help me meet people organically? I would very much like that. I'd like to start meeting people in person. I'd like to start being invited to dinner parties. I'd like to start having people to go on walks with. I'd like to start having friends that I can make my own version of cashew muffins to drop off to. So when you're manifesting, you might really like the manifestation course. It's what do you want? Why do you want it? How would you feel if it came in? And then nurture those vibrations, however you have it at a minimum. So like if you want a friend because, well, damn, a hug would be nice. I would feel soothed and comforted and warmth. Well, then how do you have that vibrity in your life? Well, I like making cacao lattes. They give me that vibration. So when I drink it, I go, I thoroughly allow myself to feel the enjoyment of it. I also have a stuffed animal that I hug. And this is what I did when I was like ultra alone and didn't have any friends. And then I soon started meeting people in person. There's going to be that insecurity in with it. So it's embracing I'm going to have to learn a new way. It means when I go out, I'm going to have to start making eye contact more. I'm going to have to start making sure I go on walks more. So what I found the best way to make friends is you want to go to the same thing at the same time. So when I first moved to Chattanooga and I didn't know anyone here, there's a website called meetup.org. And, there was like a board game group, there was a hikers group, and there was, I don't know, another one. And I just made sure I picked 3 and I just went once a week. I just kept going to it. And then sure enough, it like, one, that warmed my heart just to be able to have those things to do. It took about 2 months from, oh, hey, yeah, you've been coming often. You mentioned you worked here. I had a question for you. So that was one great way that I made friends. But I also make friends when I go on a consistent walk, the same place at the same time every day. They'll be like, oh, yeah, I've seen you walking around a bit. I'm like, yeah, I live right up the road. What about you? Oh, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I've seen you out with your kids before. Oh, it's, you know what I mean? So I hope that helped for that, just because I actually give you a lot in there. Manifesting, you want to talk about what you want, why you want it, how would you feel if it came in, nurture those vibrations, and then what would you be doing when you have the person you're dating? Oh, come on. And you got to like think about those and not only just think about them, but feel them in your body. Well, we'd be making out. I'd be cooking him like the food I like to make is the food he likes to make. And it'd be so nice to be taken out on a date to the movies. Like talk about the things that you'd be doing and feel into like how universe, show me how it would feel to be taken out on a date with like a gorgeous man, seeing the latest movie. So like you got into the vibration of it, and then you're gonna have to develop the new habits. Like you're gonna have to make eye contact when you're out and about. Go to meetup.org, do the same walk at the same time every day. And then universe, like guide me to the material I need. Like, I hope that makes sense. And come back and like update us on that. We are on Just Because side to get a date, whether it's a man or a woman, like whatever. Okay, so Chris retracted. Oh, another one. I'm feeling stuck in my career. Do I continue doing what I've done for 28 years, or do I start a new path with my passion? Okay, so if Chris stays where he's at, if he starts the new passion. Oh, dude, dogs are such a great way to let people pet your dog. Oh, yeah, he's friendly. Well, how are you guys? Are you enjoying your walk? If you go to the same place at the same time every day, you'll start to see like people on repeat. You're welcome, Autumn. Did you have any questions, follow-ups from that? Okay, so Chris, if you stay where you're at, I do see your, like, boredom and your discontent with it because it's kinda just like it's boring. You're like, "I know what to do. I know how to do it. I just go up, I show up, I do the same thing. There's nothing new. There's no spark. There's no imagination. There's no creativity there for you." Okay, so I see that. But I can tell you that if you do decide to stay there, this is gonna be one of those things that you're gonna, like, look back, like, at the end of your life, and you look back, you're like, "Wow, look at what I accomplished. Look at what I did." So there will be a sense of accomplishment and a sense of awe of, like, "Wow, look at what I did." Okay, if you choose the new path, there's definitely an option there and an opportunity there because you got the Ace of Trees, and that's when it feels like that fun, that creativity, that passion. But it can be that one that if you don't nurture it properly, it's like you just planted a brand new 2-inch plant into the grass. If you don't water it, it's not going to take off. It's not like a 4-foot one could handle it if you don't water it for like a month or two. There'll be enough moisture from the rains. Okay, does that make sense? So it's gonna take a little bit more nurturement than I think you're aware of right now. You will feel very creative. You will love the creativity of it. And you will, like, if you actually stick with it, nurture it, water it, make sure to put up fences so the deers don't come and eat it, take care of it, and tend to it, which is going to be a huge emotional management, probably more than you're aware of. Um, you will like it. I want to read the thing on this one. Okay, so the end goal of that one will be like empowered. You're gonna look back and be like, wow, I'm an empowered individual. The other one, you'll look back and go, wow, look at all I accomplished. So both are kind of good choices, but I do want to share the emotional management part. When I first went from like the corporate world to doing this, it took me like 4 months. Like once I gave up that steady paycheck, even though like my business was already making what my part-time job was making, that's why I was like, well, what if I put all my time and effort onto it? But then I was like, wait, I don't have money coming in. What if the last 3 months have been a fluke? I had to like every day, it took me 2, 3 hours to go, okay, I feel scared. That's okay. And I worked myself up that emotional guidance list every day, starting at fear, the bottom. I had to like hug myself. I had to like go, well, if I had a steady stream of clients, I would feel stable. What do I have stable in my environment right now? Because a vibe is a vibe. Well, my floor is stable. So I literally lay on my floor and go, I love how stable this floor is. And then like once my emotions would kind of soothe out, I'd be like, okay, my floor is stable. Okay, I'm feeling stable now. Like, so it is a bit of emotional management. Um, and so my question to you, let me pull some cards just to make sure that my advice is going to be spot on. Yeah, yeah, okay. Um, why not start your side passion project while you're doing the thing you're doing right now? I didn't just start this. I had a part-time, I think, was I making 30, 40, 45 an hour? I don't know. It was a decent paying part-time job at the time. Um, I did that part-time while I started this for the first 9 months. So there's and I'm like a Stanford, like I came here from California. I was in the startup scene there, and the successful startups there always had the motto of, what was that book? The Lean Startup Method. You can read the book if you want. I'm literally going to summarize it for you right now, though. And it is like a lean in, forward movement. Take the actions that get you the clients, the paying results first. Don't go and register your business, make the website. Just go and get your first 1 or 2 paying clients so you can see if you like it. And I got my first, I was like, okay, universe, if I'm supposed to do this thing, who are the first 3 people in town that I can give a read to and make it obvious they need one? I did them for free. And they always came back and said, that was really good. I was like, okay, universe, who's the people who pay me 25 bucks? After I got 10 of those, I was like, wait, my reads are really good. Okay, universe, who are the people who will pay me adult consultant money? And then after I got a couple of those in town, then I was like, all right, how do I build this website thing? How do I make online money? How do I do online marketing? How do I do a YouTube channel? So like, hey, Concha, so you can start it that way just because. Does that make sense? All right, that wasn't for just because, that was for Chris. Wow, you were spot on. I'm kind of doing it part-time now. Yeah, so it's not because like right now, like why it feels scary for you is because you're doing like an either or, black or white type of thing. Why not just go, Why not just, oh, the lean startup loan. Let me tell you a little bit more about that. You just go get your first couple paying clients. And that, I think that book, if I'm remembering correctly, it promotes get your first 10 paying clients, then worry about registering legally and all that good stuff. They said, because no matter what, most people spend a lot of money on getting like legal and set up properly first, but then they've already spent money, wasted money. And then if they don't get a client right away, they're like, no matter what, if you get your first 10 paying clients, you will at least have money so that if you get like in trouble, the city's like, hey, what that? It's not okay. There's some businesses, if you want to start a bakery shop, you can't follow the advice I'm telling you. But I went in and I did that. I'm like, okay, I'm making money. Well, now I at least have the money to pay the taxes for it. So when I register, I have the money to pay it. So Chris, I think like if you want my reframe, it'd be okay. I want to keep doing what it is I'm doing right now. I like and make that satisfaction list for a couple weeks. I like the stability of it. I like the paycheck. I like my coworkers. Like, what do you just like about it? 5 to 10 things that you just find satisfying about it. It is kind of nice to know I have a skill set that I know like the back of my hand that will bring me in this kind of money. It's a short commute from home. I like the comfort and stability it provides so that you're at least in alignment there and then go, okay, universe, since I do have time on my hands, what are some of the next couple things that I could focus on to help bringing that up? Does that make sense? What's this new thing you want to do? Um, Unconscious saying y'all. Southern influence. What's the new thing you want to do? I'll work with you a little bit more. If anyone else would like a read, we are at the 30-minute mark. So now would be a great time to smash that super chat button to get your question answered. Or of course, you can come on Monday because I'm always free the first 30 minutes. I want to train and coach the youth in baseball. Chris, why can't you do both? Sounds like you're doing your job part-time. Chris, why can't you do both? Why do you have to start as a full-time trainer? Why can't you start with, let me coach one team, see if I like it? Why just because literally, why can't you start with I'm really burnt out with the main job? Okay, I hear you, I understand that. Are you, in this moment, are you ready to make the leap into full-time trainer? And that's a yes or no question. So that's a no. Scared means that's a no. And what I'm not getting that you're like burned out to the point to like, those like fisherman shows with those crab fishers who go out into the sea and they like work for like a week to 2 weeks. They don't really sleep at all. When those men come home, they're like, fuck, I'm exhausted. And they just need to sleep for a couple of days, right? That's not the burnout you're feeling. The burnout you're feeling is more like it's mundane. It doesn't excite me. There's no creativity in it. I'm not feeling alive. I'm not feeling that sparkle in life, right? So I think you'll find once you do something like, and why don't you just be an assistant coach? If you just start becoming an assistant coach, it will probably get you that, oh, I do feel alive again. Oh, it is really fun seeing the youth, like the boys that I'm mentoring. This is more financially scared. Exactly. So just you want it to, okay, I think I got a story for you. I used to have this like 6 foot wide, 7 feet tall, like 3 feet in depth, clear glass case that I had a bunch of Barbies in. But one of my friends said, Kelly, I've noticed you always sit on like the opposite side of your apartment from the case. Like, and I got to admit, if I were a man, I came in and saw that probably wouldn't turn me on. And I was like, oh, you're right. She's like, and you always sit in the corner opposite. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. I don't like, it's too big for this apartment. I don't like it. And I went, but I'm overwhelmed. Like, it's my grandma's love. It was our hobby together. I can't betray her. I can't. She's like, no, I'm not saying take them all out. I'm saying, what if you were just to take one doll out? What happens, I took one doll out, I laid her face down, and I just did that for a week. The next week I came back, I took another doll down. I was like, "Oh, I see how I want to rearrange this in a way that makes me happier." I took like 4 or 5 dolls out. I put in like some gemstones and crystals, just more stuff that was more me. And then like a week later, it was half dolls, half other stuff that I liked, and I was so much happier at home. I was sitting in the chair next to it. So sometimes like you got to just like start slow. It's 1% at a time. Um, and Concha, did you have a quick question? It's 1% at a time. It's I took one doll out and then it was, oh, that doll needs to go too. Oh, these 4 dolls I don't even actually like in there. I like these dolls. Ooh, and I think my rose quartz would look really good there. So I think if you just started like assistant coaching, right? So that way you get all the fun, but none of the responsibility. That way you could just start getting in the fun of it. Oh, I liked it. Here's why. And once you're in the, oh my God, I really like this, then it's okay, what's it like being a coach? And then it will be, what's it like being on the administrator side of it to make money out of it? Like, if you just start getting in the vibe of it, Chris, and like, honestly, I mean, obviously you don't have to listen to me, but if you start with the assistant coaching, do you see how you'll get the fun of it? And then you'll start to see, oh my God, I do like this. And then you could talk to coaches, to umps, to refs, and you could see like, well, do you like making money this way? Because then it will make that leap easier for you. You're like, oh, this is how they make money. This is how much money I could expect to make. Okay, so financially, I can't do it, but this isn't my financial. This is my source of my creative outlet. This is my source of nurturing young youth. This is like, and then work can be content. You'll be like, that's where I go to make my money. This is where I go to feel creative and get an outlet and nurture young souls. Yeah, so okay, I hope that, yeah. Come back and so just because is gonna tell us about friends. Concha, did you have a quick question? And you're gonna tell us about if you started with assistant coaching, or if you don't want an assistant coach, like, can you get into umping? Is that umping? Aren't they called umps? Not umps. What are they called in baseball? The umpire. The empire? The umpire? Like, just start there. I don't know. Umpire. Okay, yeah. Yeah, come back and tell us which one. And so your first step is just to research what are the leagues in my area. Okay, are there any reviews of people who coached in that league? Like, so just start there. What are all the leagues? What are all the reviews about them online? And then what's the process of becoming an assistant coach? What's the process of becoming an ump? What's the process of becoming a first base ump? Okay, sorry, I'll start. Yeah. Concha's just saying in general. Oh, well, you're an anxiety. Lean into your relationship right now. Lean into your relationship. Be okay that you don't have clarity on your business right now. Let go of the pressure of the fact that he bought you something to help you with business. Because the pressure you're putting on yourself to do workshops is actually causing you a lot of anxiety. You're trying to force the manifestation, force the vision. Because it's kind of like this, oh my God, someone believes in me. Someone thought I was a genius and believed in me, and they even like helped. Now I got to make it be successful. No, that's trying to manifest from a place of out of alignment. So just lean into your relationship right now. Enjoy it. Like for a short, quick read. Antoinette, did I give you your little read too? Fuck, I know 30 minutes is up. But I want to make sure. Did I give you your read, Antoinette? I don't think I did. What's your quick question, Antoinette? Just waiting on Concha for any quick comments, and Antoinette, if you're still live, what's your question? All right, I guess Concha and Antoinette have nothing. All right, you two. I'm going to wait like 20 more seconds and then sign off for today. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. I hope it's high vibe. I hope you start getting the next step in your life. And I hope to see you guys on Monday. Yeah, I'm not seeing any comments, Concha or Antoinette. So hope you all have a good Friday and enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.